right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakaf, Kadash. This is your brother, Kabash, coming at you. I want to send double honors to those men who have been in this truth and who have taught other men, and those men under you have taught other men, and those men under those men have taught other men this truth too. You know, you risk your lives, you know, going out on the highways and the hedges and risking your lives to push this truth, man, this word. All right? We are living in the end of days right now, man. Okay? And a lot of you people out there, man, don't know what's coming. All right? Now, you have a lot of conspiracy theorists, a lot of people who are into conspiracy theory, they keep track of the economic system, government, and stuff like that. They kind of have an idea of what's to come, but at the same time, some of those people are optimistic that things are going to get better in the long run. Okay? But no, things are not going to get better in the long run, man. Okay? Because the flood is getting ready to come in. All right? You know how a flood comes in? A flood just comes in. It just creeps up on you. Before you know it, it's up to your neck. Or for, say, for example, there's a dam, say like the Hoover Dam, or any type of dam in the world. If it's destroyed, that water is going to come crashing through, you know, just like a tsunami. A tsunami, you can't really stop, man. You can't predict that. It just comes, all right? But if you are in the scriptures, man, it talks about the flood, okay? It talks about, it gives you an example, okay? First example is Noah, all right? Noah, you know, he knew a flood was coming, all right? He knew a flood was coming. The Most High told him to build an ark. Okay, and what is our ark? Our ark are these scriptures right here. Okay, because it says in the scriptures, the fear of the Lord is our treasure. All right, so the fear of the Lord is your treasure. You're going to be protected. All right, I think it's roughly paraphrasing. I think it says the fear of the Lord is a sanctuary or something like that. So if you have the fear of the Lord on you, man, you're going to have a sanctuary. You're going to have protection. Okay, now let's get into it. Okay, like I said before, if there's a flood coming, man, a flood is coming. All right, let's go to the book of Matthew. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter. Let me see here, Matthew, chapter 24, and we're gonna start at verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall But as the days of Noah were, so shall all the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until that day Noah entered into the ark. Okay, and you see that today. You know, perfect example, man. You had that explosion that happened in, was it Lebanon or something like that, man? It just came out of nowhere, you know, and that's how the Lord is going to come. He's going to come like a thief in the night. People couldn't predict that, but the building was going to explode like that, you know. And then you had what I was trying to get to, they had a video on Instagram, and they had a lady who was, she was taking, some guy was taking a video of her in her wedding dress or something. Perfect example. It says in scripture, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. She was getting ready to get married. All of a sudden, boom, you know, boom. All right. But the people, the men of the Lord and the men and women who are in the scriptures, we know this is not the time to be marrying, okay? We know that, okay? And that type of marriage is where you wear a white dress and all that. That's some other bull crap, you know? But the point I'm trying to make is we're living in times where we have to get ready for destruction and famine, okay? Because, you know, in the Most High told Noah to build an ark for a specific reason. Okay? All right? It was for protection. All right? What is going to protect us during the times of Jacob's trouble? This truth, man. These words, these scriptures in the Holy Scriptures. All right? So let me get into it, man. I got a lot of material I want to get over. Let's go to the book of... Matthew again, and we're going to go down to 39. And knew not until the... Okay, let me start at 38 again. Matthew 24 and 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into, make sure that camera's working, into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of Son of Man. And in scriptures it says, I will come as a thief in the night. Let me see if I can get that. Let me see. I will. All right, when you go to the book of Thessalonians, let me see, I think it's the book of Thessalonians. Let's see here. Okay, so like I was roughly trying to paraphrase it, but I roughly paraphrased it wrong. So like for yourselves, this is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord coming soon as a thief in the night. Okay? All right, and the Most High, Yahweh Shai is going to come as a thief in the night, man. You just going to you probably look in a cloud or something, and then coming through that cloud is going to be a spaceship. And the spaceship was there all this time, and people didn't even know it until it reveals itself until everybody. Okay? Now, that flood is getting ready to come in, man. Okay? So, hey, man, you hear the prophets out there on the highways and hedges telling you that these things are to come to pass. Okay? And for people right now, this is not the time to have a discussion about Jesus loving everybody. Okay? All right? If you really care about your soul, you will listen to the prophets and realize what they have to say. Because the flood is getting ready to come through, man. Great tribulation is getting ready to come upon this planet. All right? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 59. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So the enemy is getting ready to come through like a flood, man. Your government is your enemy. These wicked elites at the top, they're your enemies, man. You know? To all you Jake out there, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the government is not your friend. And I already know most of the Native Americans know that, okay, by what they went through, you know. But you have some of our so-called black and Hispanics, you know. There was a guy I picked up a while back, and he was, I think, in his mid-60s or something like that. He was a soldier, I believe, and this guy, you know, he lives in Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens is like kind of, it's not hood, but it's like, there's a lot of Jake there, you know what I mean? And, you know, some things pop off over there. But his house was just decorated with American flags. And, you know, he had that patriotic Uncle Sam spirit, man. You know? I mean, this man has probably seen a lot of stuff in life from people discriminating against him, against his family. But yet he still has American flags around his house. Now, some people may say, oh, okay, that he's patriotic. He loves his country. Okay, but his country does not love him. The leaders in the White House, the leaders in the Senate, Parliament, and all that, they don't love him. They see him as the enemy. Okay, and the flood is getting ready to. And Esau who is the enemy, is getting ready to come through it like a flood, you know. He's getting ready to shut down everything again, man. He's getting ready to put out another virus that's deadlier than the coronavirus, man. All right? So you got to get ready for the flood. A lot of you people are not getting ready. A lot of people are so optimistic and so green to what's going on, man, that they just, well, at the end of the day, the Most High does blind you. But you gotta do your own research, man. Look around. Look at what's going on right now. I'm in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale, man. At this time of day, there are usually people walking around. Some of the bars are open. Some of the restaurants are open. You know, and I mean, it's crazy, man. It's not crazy. I mean, the Most High did speak of these things to come. But at the same time, you have to realize, are things really going to get better? Okay, they're talking about they have a corn shortage. Where did all those coins go? As many people that I know that use a laundromat, and a lot of these older people that I pick up still use cash and coins, and people still go to the casinos using quarters. Where did all those coins go? You got to ask yourself that. But that's just kind of some of them things that kind of go over your head a little bit if you're going to really think about it. Okay? That your television makes you think the way it wants you to think, you know? But you got to think about those things. Where are those coins going? There's a coin shortage. Why is there a coin shortage? Somebody took them out of circulation, you know? If I find some quarters on the ground, I'm picking them up and I'm putting them in my pocket. That's my laundry money, you know? Or gas money, you know? I mean, come on, man, really? See, that's how you know that your government and the world is trying to make room for the RFID chip. First, it's going to start off with the coins and just think. Next thing you know, they might tell you, oh, there's a dollar shortage. A dollar shortage. And this is the thing. You have a lot of people right now looking for work, dying to get some money in their hand. If they find like 2 or 3 quarters on the ground, what you think they're gonna do? I'm gonna pick it up. I'm definitely gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Put it in my little change thing in my ashtray here in my car. You know. But think about it. Why would there be a corn shortage? Why would there be a corn shortage if people are trying to get money right now? People are not trying to throw away money. Your government is slowly taking that out of the system. You know? All right. So let's go to the book of, in Isaiah 59:19, it talks about how the enemy will come in like a flood. Okay, now you saw how at the beginning stages of this coronavirus, how the military was just coming into cities. They came in. But that was like a slow flood. That was like a test run. They just turned the nozzle a little bit to figure out, you know, where they can flow, where the flow is going to go. And once they calculate that, you know, and calculate all the test runs and, you know, do all that good stuff, they're going to turn that nozzle. And before you know it, man, that flood is going to just come in. It's going to come in quickly, you know. And if a flood comes in quickly, you're not going to have time to prepare. The best thing to do now is start preparing right now. All right? Do your research on things. All right? Do your research. Go on the scriptures. Look at videos. Okay? Put in YouTube who are the real Israelites. Hebrew Israelites. All right? And that's the Most High to guide you, man. All right? Because the flood is coming. You know, this is your life jacket right here. This is definitely your life jacket, man. Now, just holding this in your hand is not going to keep you afloat, but knowing what's in these scriptures is what's going to keep you afloat, man. You know? Okay, let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 11. All right, let's go to the book of Hebrews. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 7. By faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh of things not yet seen. Okay? Now I want to stop right there. What is faith? It says, by faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet. Okay? Let me stop right there. Now let's go into that word faith. What is faith? Okay? When you go into the book of Hebrews 11:1, it says, oh, it's right there at the top. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So when Yahweh, the Most High, told Noah what's about to come, the Most High just told Noah. He couldn't see it, but he heard it from the Most High, man. Okay? And then, in the scriptures, the prophets bring out what's to come. Okay? The prophets bring out what's to come. Certain scriptures that pertain to what's going on right now. Okay? But it says, just like in the days of Noah, people were eating and drinking, giving into marriage, fooling around, and then when the floods came, that's when they realized they messed up. So don't let it be too late now. While you still got time, prepare for what's to come. Okay? If you can, go buy some extra cans of food. I'm not telling you that's going to save you completely, but at least right now while things are cheap, you can still get a head start on buying some canned goods, buying some rice or whatever, because right now they're still moderately priced. Okay, they're still moderately priced. Buy an extra thing or two of water. All right? Just prepare. But most of all, before you do all that, have faith. Okay? Now let's read that again. It says, by faith, Noah being warned of the things not as yet seen. Okay? And you have the prophets out there on the highways and the hedges telling you that destruction is coming. Okay? There's getting ready to be another lockdown. There's getting ready to be another wave of another strain of coronavirus or whatever, man. All right? Death and destruction is coming to America, man. We have to gird ourselves spiritually. Okay? Just because you have a lot of money in the bank doesn't mean that's going to necessarily save you. Just because you have an underground bunker doesn't mean that you're going to get saved. Okay? All right? Now let me start at the top. The book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 7. By faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh, the Most High, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear. Okay? He moved with fear. So, if you want to be prepared for what's about to happen, you have to establish a fear of the Lord. That's like our base. That fear is our foundation. All right? We're not supposed to have a holier than thou foundation, because that leads to pride. And you know what the Most High says about that. Roughly paraphrasing, pride goeth before destruction. Because you got some people who are on that high and holy horse thinking that they're better than everybody because they're a Christian and all this. No. What makes you, what the Most High requires of you, He requires you to have a fear, a foundation. Like you see this brick on the ground, that's like a foundation, okay? That's like a foundation. Once you establish a fear for the Lord, that is the beginning of wisdom, all right? And you just slowly build on top of that fear, okay? So it says, by faith, no one being warned of Yahweh, of things not yet seen, moved with fear. So when you fear the Lord, man, you're going to do the work. You're going to do what's required of what He tells you to do. Prepared an ark to the saving of His house, by which He condemned the world. And became heir of the righteousness, which is, and became heir of the righteous, which is by faith. Okay? So Noah moved with fear, man. He built that ark. Okay? And within that ark, when the flood came, he had protection. All right? He had protection. Okay? And that's what we want. So if you want protection, and it also says in scriptures, if you're paraphrasing, the fear of the Lord is your refuge. So the fear of the Lord covers a lot, man. It covers a lot, because that fear is going to make you move. Okay? Fear is going to make you move. All right? Now let's go into the book of, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. Okay, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay? Those prophets are the ones who are out there crying and sighing, man. The prophets. Okay? You have a few elect too, you know, who are not prophets, but the elect. Okay? The men. Those prophets are out there sighing and crying, man. You know, they come out diligently on the highways in you know, in the chief places of concourse, you know, not so much now because of this coronavirus situation, trying to tell you that death and destruction is getting ready to come. All right? So you got to gird yourselves, man. Gird yourselves. Get ready. All right? I mean, I know you people want to go out and have a good time. All right? Right now you still can. Enjoy it while you can. But at the same time, don't let that be the take up the majority of your time. Read, do research, man. Get ready, gird yourself. Establish a fear for the Lord. Read the scriptures, okay? Read the scriptures, man. The Most High took down cities, man. He took down Sodom and Gomorrah. He took down Egypt. So what makes you think he can't take down America? Yeah, America has nuclear weapons and all that stuff. Okay, but you think a nuclear weapon can stop the Most High? Do you think? And that's why they did Donald Trump. Well, that's why they're coming up, not Donald Trump, but these elites. Because, you know, all Donald Trump is a puppet. He's doing what the elites tell him to do. But these elites are coming up with these space programs, man. Why are they coming up with these space programs? Because you had what they called unidentified flying objects in space. And, you know, some of them come on Earth, too, you know. But they're scared. They already know. This is the end of Esau's leadership, man. He wants to fight to keep it. You know, he think he gonna try to conquer the world again like Alexander the Great. No, this is not gonna happen like that this time, Esau. You done, bro. You done. But the men of the Lord are the ones out there crying and sighing, man. You know, and we hope. The only thing you can hope for is that you have that mark of exemption on your forehead, man. That the Most High won't destroy you when Esau comes in like a flood. Because when Esau comes in like a flood, he's not going to have pity on you, man. He tells you to go inside the house, he's going to shoot you. Definitely. So definitely we have to honor the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man. You know? That's why it's important to establish a fear of the Lord. You establish a fear of the Lord, man, he's going to reward you. All right? The Most High knows righteousness, man. If you're a righteous person, you know, the Most High is gonna reward you. You know, he's not gonna fail you. You know. All right, let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 15. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 15, starting at verse 2. And I saw it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of the Most High. Okay? So the mark that you want is the mark from the Most High, man. You don't want to take that RFID microchip. Because if you take that RFID microchip, man, hey, you destroyed. You're going to be done. Okay? And Esau is getting ready to implement that right now. It's already started in Sweden and some other countries, you know, in America too. You know, people put that RFID microchip in their hand and they think they're God, man. All right, they wave it in front of a vending machine. They can get a coat or they can get a bag of chips or they can unlock their doors and stuff like that, you know. But no, that's not going to make you God. That's not going to make you a God. Okay? Esau has all kinds of technology, man. If he can hack, if Esau can hack your phone, what makes you think he cannot hack a microchip, causing you to get sick? All right? You know Esau's technology is kind of flawed. It is flawed. What happens if the mother computer has a glitch and fucks up your psyche, man? You know? Don't take that RFID microchip. And I pray that the Most High may put the spirit in me not to take it, you know? That's where faith comes in. That's where faith comes in. I just read. What was that? Let's see. In Hebrews 11, by faith, Noah being one of the most high of things not seen, he moved with fear. Okay? So by faith, we have to move with fear. Okay? Scriptures clearly tell you what, it doesn't come out and tell you it's the RFID microchip, but even Christians relate this scripture to the RFID microchip. Okay? And a lot of you people out there have heard that. Okay? Don't just say, oh, the Bible is in the past, it's a fairy tale. Okay, all right, we'll find out if it's a fairy tale. But in the scriptures it say the truth shall set you free. So if you don't abide by this truth, okay, you're going to condemn yourself and you're going to take that chip and you're going to taste the wrath of the Most High. But if you're faithful and move in fear and don't take the RFID chip, okay, in scriptures it says, my servant shall eat. During that times of Jacob's trouble, we're going to eat, man, Lord willing. All right? Now, I don't know if you're going to die or not. If you die, hey, you die for the Most High, man. But at the end of the day, man, we want to be, I just read in Revelation chapter 5, verse 2, that sea of glass. And it's talking about that chariot, man. We want to be on that sea of glass, man, if we live through this, man. You know? I want to get beamed up. I personally want to get beamed up instead of dying and then getting raised up. I mean, but that's all to the Most High. It's up to Him, you know. But I want to know what it's like to get beamed up, man. You know, looking down on the destruction of America, because it's gonna come a point in time that's gonna happen. Russia are not building their nuclear missiles just for the fun of it. China is not building their nuclear missiles for the fun of it. North Korea is not building their missiles for the fun of it. Okay? Esau is getting ready to move through like a flood for a reason. Okay? He did not plan this just for the hell of it. He planned it to see what he has to do in the near future for the second shutdown. Okay? All right? But at the same time, there's a greater agenda to what he's doing. All right, yeah, he might let things be opening up a little bit and all that, but at the same time, man, hey, things are, you know, on the news they say some of the stores are starting to close again. All right, so you got to realize, man, that this right here is real. Things are not gonna go back to the way they were. Okay, you're not gonna be able to go back to a coliseum and watch a basketball game anymore. All right, that's done. The entertainment industry is dead. It's done. All right, sports is dead. It's done. You know. All right, you going out to the club and all that, you know, that's done too, man. And, you know, people are already getting kind of immune to it, you know. But let me keep going. All right, but at the end of the day, man, when Jacob's trouble come, we want to get beamed up by that chariot, man. We want to get beamed up. That sea of glass, man. You can look through glass. Okay, you can see what's going on through glass, man. They have glass aquariums, glass windows. You can see what's going on. All right? I want to be up there looking down at America getting nuked. Okay? Oh, well, you sound like a terrorist. Well, hey, call it what you want. It's not my decision on what you want to call me. You know, I can't tell you how to think. All right? But, hey, that's the Most High. I'm just a man trying to tell you what's to come. All right? I'm trying to tell you on what's coming. All right? Russia, China, Iran are not building their nuclear missiles for the hell of it. Just for show. If you have a gun, you know what I'm saying, do you expect to use it? I mean, well, if you have a gun, you know, but China, Russia, and North Korea, they expect to use those nukes. America has nukes. They expect to use those nukes, you know? And you have your elites know, and your top elites know that nuclear war is coming, man. You know? They know that. All right? But our people, especially for my people, the tribe of Judah, we are so caught up in, well, I'm not no more, but a lot of our people are so caught up on money and all this, we're so uneducated spiritually on what's going on around us. Okay, a lot of our people. All right, they think that everything is going to go back to the way they were. They think that everything is going to be all right. No, everything is not going to be all right. It's not. All right, it's not going to be all right. All right, let me keep going. This is the book of. Let me go to the Apocrypha here. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 44. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 44, verse 17. The noise of the thunder maketh the earth tremble. So doeth the northern storm and the whirlwind, as birds flying scattereth the snow, and the falling down. Hold on, was that it? Oh, 44. 44 and 13. Is it 44 and 13? Oh, 44 and 17. Okay. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 44 verse 17. Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath. He was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore was left a remnant unto the earth when the flood came. So when the flood came, man, we want to be like Noah. We want to be that remnant. Okay? We want to be like Noah, man. You know, whether it be being beamed up in a chariot, or if you have to die, your spirit being beamed up before you be put to death. You know, we want to be in that remnant. That's why we want the Lord to we want to have that mark, man, that spiritual righteous mark, man. You know, we don't want to take that RFID microchip. We want to be perfect. The best time to start being perfect is right now. Okay, establish a fear for the Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, let me go to the shade a little bit. Getting kind of, the sun's starting to come out. Okay, but yeah, we have to be perfect. Yeah, you're not gonna always be perfect when it comes to the law, statutes, and commandments. But in scriptures it says a righteous man falls 7 times. Okay, it's not too late. You still have videos out there of who the real Hebrew Israelites are. Best thing I can tell you, man, most of you know about the Hebrew Israelite movement already. What I suggest you do, get past that, figure out what tribe you are, you know, and do your research on how you can get saved. Look up scriptures about what's to come, the destruction, okay? Establish a fear for the Lord, man, okay? Don't let your belief in Jesus hinder you from getting